What's up, guys? Dave here from iOgrapher. Today, we're going to start our series of live Instagram videos we've been doing, or I've been doing, with some amazing people. A while ago, I joined a group called Ready, Set, Gram, which my good friend Subi Zimmerman runs. She's the lady responsible for me getting 60,000 people on Instagram. And we've been making money every day on Instagram, just people going to the website from images, blah, blah, blah. But she taught me all these strategies, and I became part of her group now, her pro group, and I'm meeting some amazing people in there. So I wanted to kick off the show with Jenn Little. She's a marketer, and she's got a great story, and we're going to dive into that today. And every week, we're going to put a new one up. So you're going to learn a lot of stuff from these people. And if you feel up to it, please come and join Ready, Set, Gram. Let's dive into it today on iOgrapher TV. And we're going to start off with Jenn Little. So let me bring in Jenn, connecting, and there's Jenn Little.
We did it. Hello, David.
Hi,
How are
Jenn.
you?
I'm doing well. You hear me okay?
I can. Audio's great.
I hear you well too.
You're much
more groomed and beautiful than me this morning. So
listen, Dave, it's all an act, smoke and mirrors. I just came off of a mini golf course with my 9-year-old. So
That's great. That's great. So I was saying to everybody that Jenn, you're part of the pro community, as I am. Catherine just gave us a thumbs up. She's going to come on after you.
Hey, Catherine.
But you guys are I'm surrounded by these amazing women. There's a few men in this program, which I guess we're the smartest men out there in the world because we came where the genius women are. And so we're super lucky to be and just feeding off all of the interactions that you guys have and the questions. And it just gives me a lot of insight and stuff. So tell us about what you do, Jenn. Tell the world. Your platform is here. I want to put this up on my YouTube channel later. So, So pitch away.
Oh, I love it. I love it. First thing you do, shout out for Subi Zimmerman and the Instagram expert and her team, Morgan and Christy and Kate, everybody, Kendall. They're amazing. And so they really helped me level up my game on Instagram because there's so many nuances. There's so many little things. And this year alone, well, since COVID, right? Mm-hmm. Everybody's spending more time on social, and Instagram really got to it with giving us all some toys to play with to reach out to our customers. So I wanted to thank them for connecting you and me.
Yes.
And so there's a big difference, David, between my Zoom calls before iOgrapher and after iOgrapher. So more confidence, really more confidence, more lighting. I've had people really engage more since I've had this tool. So it's been great.
Yeah, so one of the big things that I didn't mention is that I love Sue so much, and she's helped me so much that we decided to sponsor her Ready, Set, Gram Pro folks. And so we give out our ring light. I don't know. Let's see. Of course, I don't have it in front of me, but it's a nice size ring.
Hold on. Well, here.
There it is. So that's our ring light. And so everyone that joined the Pro got one of the ring lights. And, it holds your phone. It has a tripod. It's got the lighting. And it makes everyone look beautiful. So
it really does.
We were thrilled to be a partner with her. And it's just amazing that the amount of content that people are doing now with our products. So we're just thrilled. So tell us about Jenn Little Media. What got you all into this?
Sure. I'll give you a quick 30-second spiel about where I've been, and then I'll talk about where I'm going. Okay. I come from a background of television. I was an account executive and got people on air. And so they were on air with like 30-second spots and commercials, and then got them into a morning program, similar on the East Coast to Chronicle over in Boston, that type of program, but down in Rhode Island. And about 10 years ago, I saw the writing on the wall. I saw Facebook be launched. I saw digital marketing trends happening, and I was geeking out on it. And said, I'm all in. I think this is where everybody's going. And so it's kind of come full circle. I started my own company in 2012. I started helping businesses take their traditional marketing dollars like print and radio and TV and cost shifting, actually, that money into digital marketing strategies and trends. So did that, and it was fantastic. But then here we go with COVID. It's time to pivot again, and realizing that there's a need for people to understand. So now I help businesses cut through the clutter of social media in a way that drives people to the path to the purchase because otherwise you can spin your wheels, you can go down rabbit holes, you can waste a lot of time trying to figure out all the nuances.
Right.
And there's just so many bells and whistles. I mean, it's fun. If you like it, you can waste a lot of time having fun. If you hate it, you can waste a lot of time being frustrated.
Yes.
Right?
No, that's a key. I mean, I get a lot of people that, in fact, I did a course that I created called Learn to Go Live, because small businesses around where I live even were, not getting customers in. I'm like, well, you got to go on the neighborhood app. You got to go on Instagram and Facebook and do local stuff and just really show, like I tell the cafe down the street, show us, make these amazing breakfasts, show pictures of that, get me hungry. I want to come and eat there. And it's free, right? I mean, all these platforms are free. So it takes a little time out of your end to create content and to make it out there. So anyway, I just think it's such a timely thing for services like you to get out there and really help people to learn all that.
It's a great opportunity, Dave. It really is. Right now, everybody's kind of saying, which way do I go? How do I do this social media thing? How do I convert people? How do I get them close to the sale? What does that look like? How does that feel? And because it's not traditional marketing, where you put up a print ad, you have to agonize on an 8.5 by 11, nice clean print ad. You put it in the newspaper, or you put it in the magazine, and then you get leads that come in. I saw you in the newspaper. I saw you in the magazine. That is not the case anymore.
Yeah.
And so it's a whole different, it's a psychological shift. And you can get lost with all the different people who help you do certain things, and they're all valuable. But unless you put them together with a strategy that's geared towards conversion, it's kind of like, I have an analogy with social media, and it goes something like this. You put so much energy and effort. Pretend that your Instagram account is one big party you're throwing. And you set the tables, you get the food, you clean the house, you buy a new wardrobe, you put your new FabFitFun earrings in, you're ready to go. So much time has been spent leading up to this social media party moment. And that's like your post every day, right? That's your post, is your party every day. So you get ready, there's a knock at the door right when the party starts, you open up the door, you welcome in your guests, they all come in, you shut the door and go, oh no, what am I going to do now? I have to talk to them?
Right.
I have to. It's like, oh no, I did everything in the front end. They're now just supposed to like me and, buy into my culture and blah, blah, blah. As you walk around the room and you start diverting eye contact, maybe you do a head nod, maybe you do a wave, maybe you just shake a hand. And now you're like twiddling your thumbs and you're going, oh, what do I do? And I feel like a lot of the time right now with brands and businesses are being spent on the front end. But there's a pure, easy way to make that party come to life and to bring them into your house, into your culture, into the backyard, and then have them sit down and spend the whole night there versus kind of leaving after spending about an hour and a half, 2 hours there. And even sometimes people show up late to the party and you open the door and you don't even know what to say. You just shut it. And that's like coming in and saying a comment on a post, someone writing a comment on a post, and then you never getting back to them. And
well, I had that problem for a long time because we're on so many platforms and I had to find there's so many tools out there now, thank God, that allow you to see all the comments on all. I mean, we were running not Instagram, but Facebook ads. And I never knew that people were commenting on my Facebook ads. So luckily I had some different, I used something, what is it called? Sue recommended one thing. What is the thing that we use in Graham?
Oh, is it like a response type of, like a bot? So you have a bot that just says a touch point that says, hi, glad you're here. We'll get back to you. Write your question. What do you need? Yes. But
I also, now I remember, I use a thing called Agura Pulse, which is an application that lets me see all my different things that I have out there, all my content, everything. And when I started that account, I linked everything. I was like, oh my God, look at all these comments that I never commented on. One of the things Sue teaches is you've got to respond like immediately, helps the algorithm and just helps your voice on that. So that has been a game changer for me, just keeping in contact with, just being on the pulse of, watching what's happening out there. So what tools are you using that are helping you a lot?
So one of the key things that I put into play, I love that you said Facebook paid ads, because that's a key component. Whatever your budget is, having something that is paid with a specific message, a product, if you're a product person, a service if you're a service person or business, and making sure you're kind of pushing that out alongside of your Instagram post, your strategy. So you want to have both of those things going at the same time so that you can target the right person. So that's the beauty of Facebook and Instagram paid ads, is you can look at the target demographic and geography and all that kind of stuff. And it's super, super efficient. So even if you have a $25 budget and you're looking to see what the market is and you're trying to identify your target market, maybe you don't even know exactly who they are because it could be many different types of demographics. So it's a really very valuable way. So Facebook paid ads is always a part of my strategy no matter what, or Instagram. That's one piece. A second thing that really was a game changer for me was being able to link my URL in my bio on Instagram to Linktree, and that's a third-party app. That was huge, so that I could have people, I wouldn't have to keep saying in my grid on Instagram, hey, link in bio, and then scramble into my profile and change my link. So now, with Linktree, I can have multiple links, but I do stick to 3 because I think you give more people too much information and it's just too much. And so there's 3 offers, there's 3 products or 3 services. Linktree has a free level of membership. So you get 3 links for 0 money, right? And so I set up an account, threw that on my bio, and that way there people can learn about me. They can learn what I do, how I can help their business, what problem I can solve for them with those 3 links. And now all of my grid posts are filtered through, hey, check this out on my link in my bio. And that just saves time.
Right. No, that's interesting because when I went through the onboarding with Sue for the Pro, one of the things they looked at was my Linktree, which I've been using for years. But they showed, they're like, Dave, you got like 8 things on here. I'm like, oh, let's just put more and more and more, you know. And I thought I was doing good. I mean, what did I know? And ever since that, we've cut down to 4 things, and they're specific and deals and coupons. And when people they see my products and they go to that Linktree, here's the coupon code for this kit that he just showed or whatever. We're seeing a lot more sales from that because it takes out a bunch of things from the equation. It takes out a lot of clutter. But it's such a great tool that if you guys are on Instagram, please try out Linktree. I'll put in the post I create after this, but it's a great app.
Yeah, that's a great tool. Another fun thing that Sue and the RSG community we talked about was the new app called Threads. And Threads, enables you to do a selfie type of video where you're talking, and you'll be able to put like a caption, exactly what you're saying within seconds, so that you can record video and have captioning on your video. And you can move it around, you can change the style. There's a couple different things you can do with it. But that's so helpful because people are scrolling and they're scrolling and they're scrolling. And if they don't have the audio on, they're not going to understand what you're offering. Yeah. So that was another really big, important shift. I've
noticed that when you do more things with, like I'll use Apple Clips, which is it's similar. Yeah. And so when it has the captions there, I get a lot more engagement I see more views, more engagement on my stories, on my posts. And because I'm like that, I don't plus the audio all the time when I'm watching through my feed. I don't want to hear everything,
Right.
So,
exactly.
So we shouldn't expect people to want to do that as well. So that's a great tip right there.
Yeah, I loved that one a lot. That was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed that. And then other tips I enjoyed was some little things like if you like music and you want the music sticker on your Instagram account. This one seemed to come up over and over and over again. And although this isn't one of those, it'll help with sales that much, but if you want to add music and it's been driving you crazy, was able to learn that you can switch your account type in Instagram from personal to business.
Right.
And don't lose a thing. If you still don't get the music sticker, you can change your account from business to creator. You still don't lose a thing.
Right.
You get the music sticker and you can go back to business. The only difference between business and creator is the different insights, the different data you can collect. And so creator account is more for influencers who are out there, and the business account is more for entrepreneurs and sole proprietors and businesses and nonprofits and things like that. So if you want that music sticker super bad because it's part of your messaging, then you can go ahead and switch it to creator, grab that music sticker, switch it back to business, and you're good to go.
South Florida, I think this is what you are, South Florida Creative, I think. Anyway, It's South_FLA._CRE. She wants to know, what do you use for captions? So I mentioned clips, and you're talking about threads. And there's probably tons of them out there.
Yep.
It's really what you feel, where you feel home with,
Clip-O-Matic. There's Clip-O-Matic.
Clip-O-Mat. Yeah, I actually did if you go to my YouTube channel, iOgrapher, I did a whole thing on I called it Clip-O-Matic, but it wasn't that right. It's Clip-O-Matic. But that's a great app. I like that one a lot. And they're so easy now. I mean, this is coming from the video or film world where I came from. Yeah. That was like hard to do.
Oh, yeah, it was.
Are you kidding me? That had to be done in post-production with a lot of tools. And, now it's on everything. I mean, you can have it on anything. It's just amazing.
It's the best. I love that. And then YouTube also provides for free, for free, you just upload your video and you hit the closed caption option, and then it'll throw all of your text and fields to the left of the video, and then you can go in and edit. Once you're done editing it, you can download it to your, I have a MacBook Pro, or to whatever you use for your laptop. You download it, and you now have a file
with all the captions on it. All
the captions on it, ready to go. And I like that option when a video is over 15 seconds long. So that's more for a longer form video, and that really works well too. Yeah.
And then I also have another video up for those of you that are editors that want to get into editing. So I've got Premiere Pro and Final Cut Pro, how to use rev.com to get your captions, bring them into both those programs, especially if you have a long form video. And then you can start to put them in there. It's really simple, the process now, which I said, once again, it was I'm trying to think, maybe 4 or 5 years ago even, if I wanted to do on Final Cut Pro, if I wanted to add captions, there was a company called Telestream that made Mac Captions. And it was a $1,500 program. So,
that's right.
That thing has since kind of like gone,
That's right. There's so many free offerings out there.
You can't even compare. Yeah. Catherine says music makes the people come together. Yes, I agree.
I agree too,
having great music in that as well is great. Well, that's awesome, Jen. So where can people find information about you and your services? And I'm certainly going to reach out, because I've got people I can shovel to you, because I'm trying to run this company. I can't do a whole social media company too,
That's great, Dave. I really appreciate it, and vice versa. So people can find me right here on Instagram. You can go to @Jenn. I'm a 2N Jenn. So @JennLittleMedia. And you can DM me. Just shoot me a note. Ask me a question. Let me take a look at your Instagram account. I can do a bio audit quickly. And if you have any questions in general, just go ahead and DM me.
Before you leave, that's such a great point that you just made. I just really started getting into DM stuff, and it's a powerful tool. And especially because I'm lazy as heck and I don't want to type a million things. So I press the button and I start talking, and you get a message directly from me, and I love it. And it seems like people on the other end love it too, because it's like, wow, you're talking to me. And that's just a great feature in Instagram if you guys aren't using that. And once again, this is back to Ready, Set, Graham, to kind of giving me that spark in my head. So shout out to Sue again. Sue's getting a lot of love today.
Yes. It's a great tool. I love that, David, because people don't understand. It's like going back to old school voicemails. Yes. But now we're going into the DM. We're pressing on that microphone icon, and we're leaving our voice. And it does feel special when you get
and we can get to it when we want to. We can. You could have done it in the morning, and of course, you and I today were like boom, 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 boom. But this is great. So thanks so much, Jen. I'd love to have you on again for some more tips.
Anytime.
In fact, I want to invite you in for a Facebook Live on my Facebook channel. I've got like 50,000 people there.
Awesome.
And we stream that out to LinkedIn and a bunch of other places. So I'll be in touch to set up a thing to have you on there too.
Awesome. Sounds great, Dave. Thanks again.
Have a great day.
You too. Thank you. Okay.
Wow, that was just so great to have Jen on the show today as my first guest. She's got so many actionable tips that you guys can take advantage of now. What did you think? Please leave a comment, and I'm going to pick one of you to win the iOgrapher ring light. That's right. Leave a comment below. Tell us what you thought about today's show. And are you doing these types of things yet? Let us know. And remember to follow Jenn Little Media on Instagram. All right, I'll see you next week. Take care.